High.
Oh man, we are back, frame by frame, episode 3. We were some night crawlers last episode,
Yo.
and now we about to be some machinists in this one.
Oh, shit.
I had noticed why my band was bugging like that. You see what he said in the beginning? That hi is an Easter egg. It's from the movie when he
Yeah.
says hi.
Yeah.
It's really obscure. The only real movie goers like
No,
really
for
pay
real.
attention
For
to.
real.
But it's all right. We'll put y'all on. So we are back. Hello, anyone listening. It is Frame by Frame again, episode 3 from Alloy Productions. I am John Miles. I am here with Kazma.
Yo.
And this week we got a nice, pretty solid movie. I think very slept on, very underrated movie. I mean, people that know it, they like. I feel like maybe not underrated, but forgotten. It's safer, you know what I mean? I don't think you could watch that movie and be like, it's bad. But this week, we watched The Machinist. My boy literally just finished it
Yep.
5 minutes ago on his phone, like Christopher Nolan intended.
Yep.
And wait till we tell him that we watched Dune 2 on Snapchat glasses. The Rock is still not here. He still
Fuck.
hasn't made it. He's still late from the first episode, so we're going to figure it out eventually. Oh, man.
Man.
What's up, man?
Not much, just finished the movie.
Mm-hmm.
Not bad.
Yeah.
Not bad.
I know you got some thoughts.
I got some thoughts.
We gonna get into that at the end. There's a few things like news stuff, nothing crazy. Some that I just thought was interesting.
Mm-hmm.
That we'll get into in a few. But everything's good.
Yeah, I'm chilling.
Chilling,
Mm-hmm.
doing his thing. Same.
Same.
Yeah,
Doing my
I'm
thing,
same.
bro.
I saw Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes though. Week has
Ooh.
been pretty good. That shit was amazing.
I think I'm supposed to see that Friday.
Nice. Are you watching the other ones before? Or?
I got to. I mean, now is it canon to the story or?
Yeah. So you don't have to okay. I think you should watch the first 3 just
Right.
because they're that good. They're just that's like a peak trilogy from the 2010s, top 5 trilogy for me. But in the beginning of it, not a spoiler, they do kind of give like a text written like this is what happened in the movies,
Okay.
and it does start immediately after the last one. But then it jumps. It's like it's basically
okay.
300 years in the future, like from what happens at the end of the third one.
Gotcha. Okay.
And then it jumps ahead. So it would be better, I think.
Right.
I think it would be a better experience, but I don't think it hurts you
Okay.
if you haven't seen them. Or maybe
Yeah.
you've seen them before and you've just forgotten what happens for anyone listening. Like, you could definitely go in, even if you watch the video and you're like, okay, that's what happens. All right.
Yeah.
And I think you'll like it.
My girl's nephew brought up the idea of seeing it, and I kind of want to watch the Amy Winehouse movie instead. But
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
But he like brought it up, and I was like, you know what? I could use some, stimulation. Pause.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck?
I said pause. I
My
said
man is
pause.
bugging.
Yeah, I can use some
Yeah, definitely.
loud noises and fucking
Yes.
roar.
Yes.
you know?
I saw it in at a Dolby theater.
Oh, okay.
So if you get the chance to do it in that one, if not, whatever. But that was better. I feel like if I went IMAX, it would have looked great regardless. But sometimes the sound with IMAX, I'm like,
Right.
it's so unnecessary. For some of that, I could see that because of the apes and just being loud as shit. And they're just like, yo, put it to 11. It's like, nah, we're going to 12. Like, yo, chill out, bro. You're gonna fucking make me bleed out my ears. But damn, that's like, it's very cheesy or very cliche to say about it. But goddamn, that movie looks fucking so good. So there were some moments where I was like, does this look better than Avatar 2? I know you didn't see Avatar 2 in
Not yet.
theaters, and you missed out. In IMAX, holy dude, what?
They'll probably bring it back.
Oh, dude, definitely. That dude's all about his money, especially when they come out with the third one that comes out supposedly this year or next year.
Probably next year.
Because there's 4 more movies lined up.
Yeah,
He
I
already
heard.
he was doing the third one, filming at the same time as the second one.
Wow.
So it could be out at the end of the year, but it's probably next year. And then the one after that's supposed to come out right after that.
Damn.
Yeah, then there's like a 2-year time difference in release dates for the next ones. It's fucking nuts. Beautiful ass movie. They did more pixel little detail thing blocks or whatever, more so than they did in Avatar 2.
Wow.
And you see movies that have like crazy budgets, and you're like, where did it go?
Mm-hmm.
You could see where it went. Imagine when you watch that movie, you're honestly gonna get mad. Not really, but if you think about it, like if you're watching that movie and you go, damn, this has the same budget as like a fucking Marvel movie sometimes. Why does this look this good?
Yeah.
And then you'll see a Marvel movie and be like, why? I'm not a Marvel hater, but like their CG has taken a dip.
Like The Flash.
Bro, when you see this movie, you're gonna see they must have fucking tortured these fucking CG people to just never want to do anything because oh my god, bro, the hairs on these apes, like they each have like 1 million hairs on each one, individual hairs, fucking crazy. I don't want to like put too many expectations on it for you, but for anyone that's interested, we could definitely talk about it at some point. I thought the characters were really good. There were some moments where I felt like it was a little slow, but all in all, solid ass movie. I don't think it's better than the first two, but it's about on par with the third one, which again, if those 3 movies are that good and it's as good as your last good one, like that's pretty solid to me.
Yeah.
So far there's no news about if a sequel is going to be greenlit, but it has come out that they really want to do, and I knew it, I called it, they want to do 9 movies. So you have the first 3, then you had 2 sequels, and then another trilogy, and then that would hopefully lead into the original Planet of the Apes, because that movie doesn't take place until like 3174.
Oh, okay.
So it's so much further in the future because spoilers for a movie that came out in 1972 or whatever the fuck. He goes through a time dilation in space, and that makes the years jump ahead, and then he lands on the planet. So there's some allusions to stuff. It's honestly really good. It reminded me of, you've seen The Force Awakens, right?
Yeah.
That's a good one out of the newer 3.
Yeah.
That's the first one. But
that gave me a new hope.
Oh, damn. But then the Empire Strike Back.
Yeah.
And the Sorcerer's Stone
became the Last Jedi.
And damn, it was my last dance for sure. Avatar 3.
Dude.
The body keeps the score. But what was I saying? So it reminded me in a sense of The Force Awakens I felt like when you watch The Force Awakens, it feels very much like Star Wars Episode 4, but just done now.
Yeah.
A lot of the same elements, a lot of same things. Even the same things happen, but they're a little switch. Maybe it's like a gender swap or whatever it is, or role swap or certain things from when someone says something. And I feel like this one very much does that. It has elements of the first one that it's just flipping on its head. But these movies aren't meant to be like, oh my god, it's like fucking Inception and all of this and this. Like, the characters are well written. It's more about the conflict and like showing the humanity in these characters that are monkeys. And like, you know, I think it's more about a movie. I believe there are more movies about consciousness now than they, and like what that does and how that, you know, affects any group, what would happen, especially to something as close as humans. But it very much reminded me of that, certain things re-happening, but it's like, okay, it's cheeky. I'll fuck with it.
Yeah.
I think I'll have a good time. I think it's very fun.
Yeah. All right. I'm looking forward to it. It's either Back to Black or that movie.
I swear to God, I don't think I've seen a single trailer for Back to Black.
I've heard mixed. I heard it was like decent, and then I heard it was abominable.
That sounds about right, though.
Yeah.
That's why I was like, when you said that at first, I was like, because I immediately thought of like the Queen movie, the Elton John movie, any of those, even the Elvis movie. Like, I feel if it's not, oh my God, so good, like crazy good.
Yeah.
They're just like, you know, which sucks because they'd be doing it for like important ass artists, bro.
Yeah.
And
Amy Winehouse is a very important artist to me.
I don't know why I've never seen a trailer for that movie. Maybe I did when we saw something, but I can't remember.
You know, kind of think of it. When we go to the movies, I don't think we've seen.
You anything.
And I.
Yeah.
When G and I go, I've seen that trailer multiple times. I saw that trailer before Lisa Frankenstein, and I was hyped.
Okay, yeah. We didn't see it when we've seen anything that came out in the last 2 months. Yeah. When we saw all the Spider-Man movies, when we saw Hereditary.
Yeah. I don't think that would align with, you know.
I didn't see it when I saw Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes.
Probably because it's coming out this week.
Yeah, but
still,
even then,
I mean?
like,
there's like more stuff coming out this summer.
Yeah.
Because they weren't showing Deadpool when they were showing, Lisa Frankenstein.
Okay.
I mean, Back to Black. So,
but then again, some of those movies that we've seen, we watched movies that were along the same lines of those, and they showed the Bob Marley trailer. Do you remember?
True.
I'm not saying there's something. I'm just saying for myself, I've not
and that
seen
should have already been out, I think. Right?
Yeah. Like, and it was close. Like, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's why I'm just like, I wonder what the marketing was for that movie. But yeah, this long.
Maybe the movie just didn't find you. It found me for sure.
It wasn't fucking with me like that. It's how it happens, though.
Yeah. She wants you to chase, bro.
Come on, bro.
She wants you to chase.
Damn, bro. Come on, man. I'm a night crawler. I need to see something, a transactional relationship out of that.
Exactly.
At the end of this podcast, when we're finally done, we're gonna finish it when we're 55, and we'll have downloaded every single main character archetype into our brains, and then that would just be our personality when we die. We will no longer be us.
For real.
I would just be an amalgamation of Ryan Gosling, Jake Gyllenhaal, Leonardo DiCaprio movie characters, just all shoved into one.
Well, a new personality was unlocked today.
Yeah.
With
the Machinist?
Our friend Trevor.
Oh, yeah. All right. Yeah, I know.
Because I don't be sleeping for shit, bro.
Shit, bro. I can't wait to get into that.
I'm losing weight.
I have one very specific thing that I could not let go that entire movie.
Oh, man.
So let's get into news really quick.
Mm-hmm.
The news segment. Blah, 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 blah. That's the news. Just quick ones that were just interesting to me. If Kazma ever has anything interesting, he'll bring it up. But my man stays off the grid. I'm kidding. No. So apparently, have you seen Happy Gilmore?
No.
Come on, man. Are you fucking serious?
You be acting surprised when I don't see movies, bro.
Yeah,
I haven't seen anything, bro.
Damn, I love movies. Yeah, you seen this one? Damn, I ain't seen that one. You seen this one? I ain't seen that either.
I know, but I've been coming through with some heaters though.
You right. I mean, I haven't seen Citizen Kane, so what the fuck can I say?
What the fuck is Citizen Kane?
I've been trying to find out for years, dog. Every time I tell someone, they just look at me like I'm stupid.
Our 6 listeners are about to crucify me.
You've never seen Citizen? What? You were serious?
No.
Oh,
I mean, no, I am serious. My fault. Yeah, I am
said,
serious.
what, Citizen Kane?
Yeah, no, I don't know.
Bro, what?
Hold on. Let me look it up.
Bro, Citizen Kane is like that movie. That's like the movie enthusiast, like the guy who's like, I'm a film critic. That's like the holy grail of movies.
Citizen Kane.
Yeah, bro. That's like supposed to be the epitome of greatness in movies. I'm not even fucking with you.
Yeah. All right.
It has like one of the most famous shots at the end. I've seen it. I don't know what it means because I've never seen the fucking movie. But Martin, that's like
1941, right?
Yeah. Bro, that's like the master of puppets of heavy metal music.
Damn. All right. Now when you put it like that.
Like, you see what I'm saying? Like that, it's like that, bro. It's like it's like Paid in Full by Eric B. and Rakim of movies. It's like older, it's very old, obviously.
I just added it to my letterbox.
Now
list.
we could watch that for the pod one of these weeks.
Yeah.
Dead serious. If you watch beforehand, obviously it doesn't matter. It's a longer one.
Shout out to Mike Crypto Dira. He gave it 5 stars.
Yeah. I'm not. I feel like when I watch it, because of all the expectations, I'm gonna be like, it was aight. But I don't fall on the hype of, oh my god, I gotta like that movie, dog. Mm-hmm. But like, yeah, that's like that one. That it has like everything. It's got a lot to it. It's supposed to be very well written, directed. It's very early. It set this like the precedent for like, holy shit, this is a classic type of movie. You know what I mean? But another classic of YX was Happy Gilmore, the Adam Sandler comedy, where a hockey player becomes a golf player.
Right.
That shit is hilarious. For me, that's my favorite movie from him.
Isn't there supposed to be a sequel?
That's what I was gonna bring up. Netflix announced that they are doing a sequel with Adam Sandler, and it is supposed to come out probably next year. There's no really details about it at the time of writing and shit like that, but they did announce that there is a sequel, which I'm excited, but I know it's gonna be whack.
Yeah, I mean, now not a spoiler and want to say and see the first one. And it's crazy. I'm a huge hockey fan. I'm a diehard Rangers fan and whatnot. I still haven't seen Happy Gilmore.
Yeah, that's like that one, bro.
Yeah. Were there NHL players that showed up
in the movie? No.
Oh, okay.
No.
There might be some cameos, I would
assume.
And
then I fucking guarantee it. I bet you $5 Tiger Woods or some shit will be in this next one.
Oh, okay.
Easily, and some hockey player. There was a guest appearance. Bob Barker was in it.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's fire.
Yeah, playing himself, like dope
that's
as
fire.
Shit. Yeah, bro, that movie. All right. At some point during the summer, we should do like a comedy month of just like comedies. We're gonna watch that.
Okay.
Good time. It'll be good in between all of the like dark shit that we watch, or like tense movies and shit. That shit is really funny. It has some of the funniest moments in a movie that I've personally ever seen. Mad good. But I can't, I'm interested to see what they do. I really think some of these movies don't need fucking sequels, but the IP is just running out.
Yeah.
And they're just like, we want to keep the money. You need to make another one.
Well, come out with original ideas. There's a lot of people out there that are coming out with great ideas, but they just get overlooked.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's fucking wild.
So.
Well, hopefully after this strike, they'll have learned.
Yeah.
How important that shit is.
Mm-hmm.
In more news, the Fantastic Four got a new actor. There's apparently 3 mystery characters in the new Fantastic Four movie that people aren't sure of. People think it could be Alicia Masters or Herbie the robot for this new for some of these roles. Obviously, what's that guy's name from The Witch? I know you don't know.
I don't know, but he sounds like this. He's great. Sometimes I can't stand his voice.
Yeah, fucking absolutely. Absolutely. The dad from Witch, The Witch, right? That guy.
Is his name Ralph?
His name is, yes, Ralph Ineson. I'm probably butchering that. I'm sorry.
Ralph Incel.
Yeah. He was in The Green Knight. He's in Harry Potter. Deathly Hallows Part 1. He plays one of the fucking Voldemort's people.
Death Eater?
Yeah, he plays the Death Eater. He's in one of the Guardians of the Galaxy movies. Like I said, he was in The Witch. He was in... he's also going to be in Nosferatu.
Wow. That's perfect for him.
Yeah.
He's great. But the voice, sometimes I just...
And the Northman. And he was the dude's dad in the dude that takes over. He fights him at the end.
Yes.
Oh my God, what a good movie. I got to rewatch that movie. Man. Yeah, but he's in that also.
I rewatched that recently.
So good. I
fell asleep, but
it's all right.
It was towards the end though. I was trying to fall asleep. I'm like, all right, this will sing me to sleep.
Yeah. No, I got to rewatch it because I have it on 4K and I still haven't seen it.
Not in a bad way, of course.
Yeah. I haven't seen it in the 4K yet. So.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
I think you gave me the code.
The code. Yeah.
Yeah.
But that dude Ralph Inson, he's playing Galactus in that new Fantastic Four movie. I'm really interested. They said they've added another number of actors to this ensemble. It is what's the woman's name? I'm not really sure who she is. Natasha Lyonne from Russian Doll has joined the Fantastic Four in another role, a mystery role, and apparently Paul Walter Hauser and John Malkovich are also in the movie. One of these motherfuckers is Doom. I'm thinking. Or something like that. I believe the woman, unless it was already announced.
The girl from Ozark? I heard something about
she's in it.
Julia Garner being Silver Surfer.
Yeah, she might be the female Silver Surfer because
it's going to be a massive movie.
Yeah. To be the Herald of Galactus, which will have Galactus in there. Oh, go ahead. What are you going to say?
I really hope that we don't have a Spider-Man 3 issue where too many villains are, in place. So
I think Galactus will be the main issue, but I think it'll be in a different universe, and something will end up pulling them to the crossover because, like I said, I think we talked about it last week where I think Deadpool is setting the stage for the turning point. This is the turning point to gear us towards like Secret Wars and Kang and all that. And Doctor Doom has a big role in that. So I think what'll happen is that movie will introduce Doom. Galactus will be the threat. If they don't kill him, he's gonna come back. I don't think they've ever killed Galactus. They just get rid of him.
Yeah.
Like you know what I mean? And I believe that will set up that crossover event of bringing them into the world and what will end up being Secret Wars. Because in Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness, when they see fucking spoilers for a 2-year-old movie, when they see Mr. Fantastic in there, he's like, "Didn't you guys like peak in the '60s?" Which wouldn't make sense retroactively because technically Iron Man was like the real first hero. Like certain, I hate when they go back and they're like, actually, it's like the Transformers. World War II, Transformers, the whole time. Even though in the first one they only showed up in 2008 for the first time. The Crusades, they were there. They were in that shit Vietnam. You're like, bro, that was 50 years ago. How did we not know they were fucking there? So I hope that doesn't happen. But there's a lot of potential. I think the cast is pretty solid, but I don't have any high hopes for any of them, honestly. But still, I'm interested to see what's her name in Ozark as the Herald of Galactus, the female Silver Surfer, Surfy. I don't know.
I just imagine her in like Ruth's voice,
but just silver as fuck.
Yeah.
Yo, this is Galactus. I don't even know her accent. I don't remember. She has like that southern, like bayou ass accent, right?
Just for Ozark.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah, I like that's the only thing I've ever seen her in. Yeah. Actually, there was this one. She was like a scammer or something. It was like a limited series that I saw.
Oh, I feel like I know.
I don't know the name of it, but
I
can't think of it.
Someone will correct us.
Yeah, so she has like the only thing I've ever heard her. The only time I've ever heard her speak was if she had like a fake accent. So
this is Galactus. Y'all better bow down. I'm gonna fuck y'all up. They're fucking Reed Richards. We cannot.
Marty fucking Bird on a fucking surfboard.
Yeah. Fucking dome, like crazy shiny bald dome is nuts, dog. Oh man, imagine it's like a fucking what are those? A boogie board instead. They just lean into like the. Yeah, but it's not the guy one. It's like give her a fucking boogie board and be like, dude, what the fuck is going on right now? Yeah, sorry, we just couldn't. The guy one is bigger. I don't make the rules. I just enforce them. They just come down from the top. We're gonna have to be Fantastic Four. I can't wait for when they say that.
I know.
Okay. For the next part of the news, something that was interesting, that I was surprised to even hear about is, Peter Jackson, they announced a Gollum movie from the Lord of the Rings with Peter Jackson involved and Andy Serkis directing. So you got the guy that plays Gollum not playing Gollum but directing the movie about Gollum.
Sounds annoying as fuck. Super
as fuck. Heavy on that. It says it explores Gollum's backstory and inner conflict, touching on unexplored parts of his journey. Sorry, the movie will focus on Gollum due to the duality of his character, with Andy Serkis directing, and it's set to arrive in 2026. It's called Lord of the Rings: The Hunt for Gollum. And I know. It will take place at some point during his possession of the ring. Or in like the beginning of when the Lord of the Rings first starts. Mm-hmm. So hey, for all the Lord of the Rings fans, you got something to look forward to. Even though the last 3 were not that great, the Hobbit movies and everything like that. But judging from your reaction, I could tell you're like,
I don't care for Lord of the Rings.
Like the movies or at all?
At all.
Have you seen them?
I saw one of them. Didn't care.
Bro. What? Okay.
Everybody's gonna crucify me.
Bro, I'm about to crucify you right now. Fuck whatever Jesus went through. Ain't gonna be shit about what I'm about to put you through right now. That trilogy is like from 2000 to 2010. That is top 3, and it's not 3. It might be 2 or 1.
Yeah.
That shit is untouchable. A movie like excellence. You don't even have to be a Lord of the Rings fan, bro. That shit.
I don't hate them.
No, I'm just saying, like you only seen 1, bro. What? The first one alone, fucking fire. The second one, crazy. And the real ones know the PlayStation 2 game for the Twin Towers, fucking amazing. But the Return of the King, bro, those are like actually like perfect movies. Those are, I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with them, but it's really hard to find something. Like, talk about someone who was a fan. You really feel the passion in it. That's really what it
Okay.
is. It's like, just like Denny with Dune. When you watch Dune, you can tell, like, okay, this was made by someone that cares.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then when you, obviously, if you were more of a fan, I'm not a Lord of the Rings fan. I've never read the books. They're on my list. I'm reading them this year. But, you know, someone who has read them, even if they're not accurate, you can tell, like, this is someone that loved these fucking books. Again, same thing with Dune. Like, the attention to detail, the world building, like, the actual care, the way they try to get things to look right. Damn, that's a good-ass trilogy. That Captain America, Planet of the Apes, those are, like, for me, like, top trilogies of, like, actual trilogies for me. I would have to think of some more. Maybe we could do that for an episode. Like,
yeah. Trilogies.
just like some list or something. Who knows?
Yeah. Mother 1, Mother 2, and Mother 3.
Yeah. Well, I prefer Mother 1, Mother 2 than Mother 4 because Mother 3 is technically a prequel. No, just kidding.
And then like the prequel, Motherfucker. You know what I mean?
Damn, that's a good one though.
Mother exclamation mark and then fucker.
Damn, that's what we call a punchline though.
I know.
My man just killed that.
I know.
Let's give him a round of applause. Looks good. Yeah, we're too broke for the stock sound effect right now, but I'll get it in post maybe. And then last thing, which was really quick, three actually. Yeah, that was actually really interesting that I wanted to go over. Did you see May 24th, Civil War is going to be on Max?
No way.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep, and a day before, 2 days before, same thing, Dune will be on Max also.
Damn. So it looks like that. I mean, Dune is an A24, but it looks like that A24 deal is slowly.
Yeah, they're
you know.
slowly like opening, rolling it out. Basically.
My best friend finally saw Iron Claw today.
Nice.
You know
What'd they say?
Josh.
Yeah. What did he say?
He said he liked it.
Shout out to Josh. Shout out to
yeah.
you if you're listening.
He's a man. He's a man.
Yes,
My
sir.
boy. No, he said he was sending me references, and like, yeah, let me show you. All right. Today at like 2:48 p.m. Iron Claw up for free on Max. Watching now, and then I just replied best movie, and that's when I fell asleep. And I wake up to like, Dad's too hard on Mike. You gotta say something. I just never got the floor. No, he said I never got the floor that hard before. He wasn't supposed to throw me that out the ring. Caught me off guard. There was nothing I could do. All within the span of like 20 minutes.
Man going through it in this fucking movie.
And then I think once the depressing shit started, he just stopped.
Yeah.
But yeah, I called him today. He was like, it was pretty good. It was pretty good. So
got depressing at the end.
yeah.
We're definitely gonna rewatch that and talk about that.
Oh, I will.
For one of these episodes.
I will make any excuse to rewatch that movie.
Absolutely. No, we're definitely doing it for the pod.
Mm-hmm.
What else did I see? Okay, so the last two things that I saw was that they did announce the DC Universe's next movie, Supergirl, one of tomorrow, set for 2026. It's got Millie Alcock from House of the Dragon.
Millie
fucking
who?
Alcock. Millie Alcock from House of the Dragon. She's really good, actually. She's pretty solid. She's playing Supergirl. It has the release date, like I said. It's the new phase after James Gunn's Superman, which will be pretty fucking dope, actually. And it will come out supposedly June 26, 2026. Okay. So we should be getting the Batman 2 before that, like wedged in between Superman and then that. And I don't know if they'll have anything else from that actual universe because the Batman 2 doesn't count. But yeah, that seemed pretty interesting. And then, so I keep seeing shit about this because I follow him on Instagram, but you know that Francis Ford Coppola movie, Megalopolis?
Yeah, I don't know much about it.
Me either, but well, there's a few things. Some people are thinking, you know, it could end up being like a huge catastrophe because apparently it's a $126 million movie and he fucking paid for it himself. Yeah. And he's been making it for 40 years. Yeah. It's like a dystopian, whatever, sci-fi fucking movie type thing that takes place over one day.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's been making this for 40 years.
Yeah, not like, every year, every day he's like doing this and that, but he had the original idea starting like 40 years ago. And he slowly built it up over 40 years and he's made movies in between, but constantly working on it.
Okay.
So
it's like
he can.
Ari Aster with Beau's Afraid, except that was 11 years.
Yeah, but 40 years and fucking
That's
$120
crazy.
million of his own shit. But there was a few things that came out. I just wanted to see. Yeah, they're saying why it could be a mistake. Yeah, whopping $120 million of his own money. Unlikely that the 85-year-old will recoup the 9-figure sum. Shout out to the BBC for this article. But yeah, it says it's for most of those 40 years in the not making. When Coppola conceived it, he was having one of the hottest streaks in Hollywood, The Godfather, The Conversation, The Godfather Part 2, and he was working on Apocalypse Now when he had the idea for something even bolder. Set over one day in a near future New York, Megalopolis would tell the sprawling story of an architect who hopes to rebuild the city after a cataclysm and a corrupt mayor who stands in his way. Sounds interesting. It's got Adam Driver in it.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't look bad. But, I mean, some of the trailers and stuff I've seen, I've never watched the full thing. I think I was just like, yeah, he's pretty good. He'll probably be all right. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I only saw the initial, announcement photo.
Yeah.
But that's it.
But there was a thing that, apparently there's some details coming out. I didn't want to fully get into it because I wasn't able to find a full article yet, and I was getting kind of busy. But apparently there were some problems on set, including coming from Coppola himself. This is on Screen Rant, so you don't know, anything can happen. Director Francis Ford Coppola has faced harassment allegations for his behavior on set of Megalopolis, causing production problems. Allegations include being late to filming, demanding unscripted sequences, and harassing female extras. Coppola fired the visual effects team during production, creating further issues in how the movie was going to be made. So that, with all these other things, people are, some writers, some movie people are saying, this could be like a huge, colossal failure type of shit.
Damn.
But it seems interesting. It sounds like an interesting premise.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Nothing about it visually in those trailers made me go, oh my God. I mean, I know he filmed it in New York on set. So it's kind of cool.
Yeah.
But it's supposed to come out this shit could probably be out tomorrow and I would have no idea.
Yeah.
And I'm honestly, just for the sake of
When does it come out?
For the sake of continuity, I'm not even going to look it up. It's 40 years. If that shit took 40 years for you to make, you should be telling me when it's out. I should know everywhere. Fucking goddamn. Imagine me working on something for 40 years.
Hold on.
What's up? Working on something for 40 years. I would try to tell every human being on this planet that I finally made something after 40 years. Are you fucking kidding me? Man, it's bugging.
I don't think it's Mickey 17. Something from Mickey 17 came out. The update release date. That's it.
Oh, what is it?
January 31st next year.
Yo, Martin.
What's up?
You know what's crazy? This movie is supposed to come out in 2 days.
Yeah, I saw that, and then I didn't want to say anything.
I had to. I was like, you know what? Fuck it, I'll do it.
I didn't see any showtimes for it though, so
yeah. I mean, it says it said initial, but okay, we're not going further than that. We're gonna leave it at that.
Funny
All
as
right.
fuck though.
So this movie's either out in 2 days or 40 more years from now. We don't give a fuck. When I tell you I did not look up that date when I said that beforehand, I genuinely was like, that shit could be out tomorrow. Technically, it's almost 12 at the time of recording this, so it really could. It basically is tomorrow. It's fucking crazy.
Today should be opening night.
Yeah, basically.
Let me see. I'm checking Fandango. But do your thing. Hold on while I look that
Fucking so funny, bro.
That's crazy.
I want to see who else is in this movie because I have no fucking idea. Grace Vanderwaal. I don't know. Oh, Shia LaBeouf. And Nathalie Emmanuel from Game of Thrones, Zendaya, Aubrey Plaza, Giancarlo Esposito, John Voight, Dustin Hoffman, Forrest Whitaker, James Caan, Jason Schwartzman, his nephew, Oscar Isaac, Lawrence Fishburne, Jude Law. There's no way all these people are in this movie.
Yeah, no, there's no tickets.
Okay.
Available for this movie, so.
All right, we're not worried about that. Maybe it's out in 40 years, and he was bugging.
Yeah.
He's like, nah, bro, I've been working on it for 2 days. It comes out in 40 years. Oh shit! All right, the new segment has gone on long enough.
Mm-hmm.
It is time to talk about
Severance.
Yes, of
Fuck.
course. I know.
That's another day.
I know. I can't wait. Well, eventually, there's going to be a point where there's certain shows where we just have to talk about them.
Yeah,
They're that
Severance
good.
is one of them. Literally on my mind. I made a poster for it today on my break. My
to-
innie made a poster.
Oh, yes. Follow that Chasma.psd on
Yeah.
Instagram, Chasma.ny on Instagram as well. Give a follow. Check out the posters. Shit is nice as hell.
Thank you.
Shout
My
out.
innie did a good job on
Yeah.
that poster.
No, he really did.
Forget my gist.
I remember seeing him lock in. I was like,
Mhm.
damn. I would talk to him about this, but he's not gonna remember.
Mm-hmm.
It is what it
I
is.
think I just earned a waffle party for that poster too.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Surprise! The fucking song starts playing. If you have not watched Severance and you don't know what we're talking about,
I'm sorry.
you need to go watch that right now, or the next episode I'm gonna spoil 3 of the greatest shows ever. I'm gonna spoil Breaking Bad. I'm gonna spoil Severance. I'm gonna spoil Succession.
Damn.
So go watch it.
I
And
ain't even see Succession.
Yeah,
yet.
and leave a So he ain't seen it, so I'ma spoil it. So go
Fuck,
go
watch
leave a
it.
comment. Go leave a comment right now. Do it. Tell me you watched it. I'ma quiz you too. Make sure you answer the poll in our newsletter. Oh man, but let's get into what we're really here for.
The Machinist.
The Machinist. 2004 movie. Absolutely insane. Fucking crazy. Directed by Brad Anderson. The movie came out in 2004. It's a thriller mystery starring the one and only Christian Bale. What's up? Do you want to tackle the spoiler-free for the movie that came out literally 20 years ago, which is kind of crazy. Imagine if it was
Is
20.
it to the day?
I was literally just about to say, imagine if it was 20 years to the day, January 18th.
Okay. I was going to say, I've had that shit happen.
Yeah.
Like, some shit happened, like, maybe, like, 5 years ago, and then, like, I'm talking about it, and it's like,
Yeah.
oh, shit, it happened, like,
Yo, it's
to
the
the
5-year
day.
anniversary of that thing you're talking about. Yo, what? So we're going to do spoiler-free. That's probably going to last like 3 minutes, and then we're going to get into spoilers because there's no way you can't talk about this movie without talking about spoilers. You want to give a little... What's the movie about? Initially, like, you know, if you were reading the back of the cover.
2 things. Mans hasn't slept for a year,
Mm-hmm.
and is skinny as fuck.
Yeah, that's what it says. Yeah, go ahead.
That's it. That,
No, okay.
verbatim. That's what it says on the back of the
Bro.
DVD.
Yeah, that's what it says on the back of the DVD. I got
on
over
the back
here.
of the VHS.
Yeah,
too.
it
I
said-
remember seeing that when I was a kid.
Shout out Skinny Boys. But yeah, I mean, basically, that is kind of what
He's
the
also
movie.
a machinist.
Yes, that is also what the movie is about. And it's about the machinist. I mean,
Really.
they really give that away in the first 5 seconds of the movie. He turns and he goes, "I'm a machinist."
Just like, if you lose any more weight, go missing. It's like, please, I'm the machinist.
And then they go, "Yeah, that's right. I forgot. You him." He is the machinist. He's the only one in the movie, too. I really was like, okay, is it the machinist or the machinist? I don't even know what a machinist is. That's not a word. But I that's what I thought. Okay, really quickly, this is the guy who thought that the show Numbers, you know, it's spelled numbers, but the E is a 3. This is the guy who thought Numbers was num-3ers for like a year and a half. So, like, obviously, I'm probably not the best person to try to figure out what a fucking movie title is. Bro, there was a movie. It was like Invisible. I'm looking at that. I'm like, what is Invisible? Oh, Invisible. It's just fucking broken up on the cover. Bro. Invisible. I'm like, damn, they really getting creative with these names and shit.
Thinking of new languages.
Not for real. So yes, as Martin Kazma has said, yes, it's about a skinny boy who is a machinist and ain't slept in a year. But it's, again, a 2004 movie. It's about a machinist, a factory worker named Trevor Resnick, who's dealing with insomnia. He's super fucking skinny. This boy, and I'm not trying to make it as a joke, he does look like those pictures you would see damn near of like a Holocaust survivor.
Yeah.
Like, that shit is insane. And he slowly he's basically dealing with his paranoia in the workplace after an accident happens in the workplace, and it's him trying to piece together clues about what's going on because it seems like he's being tormented or followed or something by someone who's leaving him notes and is messing with him, and he just goes down this fucking rabbit hole of all types of shit. So again, avoiding spoilers, you just finished the movie.
Mm-hmm.
Probably now 30 minutes or so.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Not bad.
Go ahead.
Not bad.
Go ahead.
It's not like, and here's the thing. I feel like in the last few years we've been watching like, you know, those like twist endings and whatnot. So I feel like I'm just starting to get desensitized to that.
Yeah. Okay.
However, I do appreciate it a lot.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like, you know, definitely like in recent years, I feel like it's been done a lot better.
Okay.
But, you know, but all bias aside and everything, I think it was not bad. Like really good.
Okay.
It was really good.
Okay. I feel like I had the opposite reaction where I think a lot of movies now do what that movie did.
True.
And obviously, let's just say this is a thriller. It's a lot of things are missing. This is literally Memento. Same type of style, like same sort of concept of someone who like things are clearly missing. There's something going on. You have to piece the pictures together. Some of the characters are, it's very much from the point of view of the character, and you're just as lost as he is, and you're trying to put everything together.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not doing something groundbreaking.
Yeah.
But not all movies need to do that. But what I appreciated from this was there is a twist. We'll get to the twist at the end.
Mm.
But I felt like if that twist came out now, it would be like darker. Like it's already dark and it's heavy and it's emotional.
Yeah.
But it would be like more twisted and like there's this whole thing where like his refrigerator at some point is like there's like blood coming out of it pretty consistently, or you see it over time, and there's a lot of it towards the end of the movie. And I feel like nowadays you would have opened that up and it would have been like body parts or some shit. Like, you know, like I do know what you're saying.
That's what I was expecting too.
That's why I like it more, because I feel like it honestly seems more focused on something more real. Like, I can't think of a thriller. Okay, ready? I know it's not the same. But I swear to God, the last two movies that we watched, whoever wrote the fucking Joker only watched these two movies and that fucking Martin Scorsese movie, The Comedian, and just remade them. Yeah. And just put them together. Because this had that same shit in it.
Yeah.
Literally, same things from the Joker happened in this movie.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like the way the Joker did it, I'm like, okay, like, yeah, it's cool. I don't want to make this like I hate the Joker movie, because I feel like for the last 3 months, that's all I've been doing is hating on that movie. But I fucking don't like the people that like that movie, bro. They piss me off sometimes because it's not. Motherfuckers are like gassing up a fucking Applebee's chicken sandwich when they ain't even ate one at a 4-star restaurant. Like, y'all are bugging, yo. Y'all don't understand.
That's the thing. Those people, I mean, granted, like, I only saw Taxi Driver recently. Yeah. I only saw this movie like 30 minutes ago. What was it? The Comedian?
Oh, yeah.
I haven't seen that.
Yeah, me either.
So I saw the Joker before. I didn't think it was the craziest thing in the world. I was just happy to see like the Joker.
The
Joker.
And Joaquin Phoenix killing it.
Joaquin Phoenix. Like that was pretty much it and whatnot. Solid movie. Wouldn't be like a 5 out of 5.
Yeah.
But, you know. But those people, I feel like, you know, have never seen like anything like mind blowing in their life.
Yeah.
Like had the patience to sit through something like that.
That actually says
so
something.
They have to add like a DC character in order to like consume something like that. I mean, the delivery is not as good as those movies.
Yeah.
I'm chatting right now.
No, you're good. Keep doing it.
Well, yeah. I know what you mean though. I get them, but at the same time, fuck them.
Yeah.
I mean?
But I think there was something about it where I felt like the twist was almost like more. I'm trying to find maybe more personable.
Yeah.
Not like I could be like, oh, I've done this, but like, it's not like, oh, yeah, like I said, like it wasn't. It's a traumatic thing, but I just feel like now we're so past them, like almost as if people think audiences wouldn't settle for an ending like that, and what the thing is.
Yeah.
Like today, it would be like, no, it's got to be more. It's got to be more dark. It's got to be more A24.
Yeah.
Which there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
But I feel like that's how people are geared to a certain extent. So it was nice to go back and look at something in like those earlier days. You know what I mean? Like thrillers like that weren't like popping in the 80s and I mean, they might have been. How the fuck do I know? But especially those mid 2000s one, there's something about them, like Memento, all of those things. Jacob's Ladder is another one of those. 1,000 Photos or One Photo or whatever is another one. Really good. I'm curious as to what you think. What did you think, like, visually of the movie? Go ahead.
Now, the colors are great.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like the colors and everything kind of, like, set the tone for the movie. It, like, complemented it. Visually, though, I mean, then again, I did watch it on my phone.
Yeah.
I watched half of it on my television and whatnot. Yeah. And then I, like, all right, I need to finish this movie.
Yeah.
For the pod, so I, like, finished it on my phone. But, not horrible.
No,
it's not horrible.
I think that the visuals actually add to the movie, because at first when I was watching it, I was like, man, they're really going for that. Like, it looked like Hulu. The people at Hulu watched that movie and were like, yeah, this is the vibe we're gonna put for all our movies and like limited series that exclusively on Hulu, because they have like that silverish like filter over them where they seem like muted and like whatever. But I felt like it added to the movie because I feel like it changes in certain moments. Then there's like pops of color, and then at the end, and I think it just added to it. And then it also does help in the moments where it's not so muted. They just like really hit. You're like, okay, there's more meaning to them. It's not just like, oh, look how pretty this shit looks now. It's like, okay, there's something else here that's going on. You know what I mean? So good. I just wanted to go over. Was there anything like specifically that you wanted to talk about that isn't like bordering spoilers or no?
The Hangman.
Okay. Yeah, so there's a guy that he is getting messages. Yeah, we can talk about this. yeah, we gotta talk about this. So basically throughout the movie, at some points he writes notes to himself, you know, like reminders, stuff like that. But then he gets this one note and it's on his fridge. So it's someone's playing Hangman with him. And it's the Hangman. It's the little whatever. It's for someone to hang on it. This shit is 6 letters long.
And I'll say it because I'm black.
Okay. Okay, yeah, hold on.
I'll say it because I'm black. Last 2 letters were ER. And our brains just immediately went to like, okay, dog.
Again,
and they went every angle but that, and good for them,
bro.
But at the same time, I couldn't help. I'm like, my guy.
Yeah.
What?
I swear to God, it reminded me of that South Park episode.
Oh yeah, with the
fucking Jeopardy.
Wheel of Fortune
Jeopardy? Or whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever it is, yeah. And it's just the end, everything else except for the next letter.
Yeah.
Oh my God, bro! I was watching it. Like I told you this before. I was watching that with my girl, and she was like, hello? And I was like, oh, nah, they're bugging with this one. What? Huh? And I was like, man, I should check myself if that's the first fucking thing. But I was like, come on, man. Yeah. You couldn't have done that any other way. It couldn't have been like the middle letter and the last one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're like, nah, ER. We're running with that one. It was like, come on, man. Oh, my God. So good. It's so fucking funny.
They just did that to attack me.
Yeah.
They knew I was going to watch the movie 20 years later.
Yeah. Obviously, the main selling point of this movie is Christian Bale looks like a fucking psycho, like I said. This man lost so much weight. I was going to talk about it in the
And he did that right before Batman Begins too, right?
Yeah, so I some of the stuff I was going to say for like the trivia stuff, but we'll get into that part because goddamn, that fucking transformation is absolutely insane. This man lost over 60 pounds. Straight up. His diet, an apple, 1 apple a day, split into 4s, 1 can of tuna fish, cigarettes, water, whiskey, black coffee, every single day.
Wow.
He lost over 60 pounds, and apparently, this part I wasn't able to clarify. Maybe I'll do it for next week if I remember. I don't know who gives a shit. But supposedly, he lost more weight than he was supposed to because of a typo. And he lost even more. So it wasn't like, oh my God, you lost an
No
additional 30 pounds, but he lost
way.
way more. Yes. And the difference is that the person in the script originally was, supposed to be gaunt, skeletal, like very small, but he's shorter. Christian Bale is 6 foot. The dude in the script is like 5'8". So when you see him and he's taller, it just looks so much more daunting, bro. But yeah, bro, that's what he ate. And in order to lose the weight first, he just was like, okay, I'm just going to smoke cigarettes and drink whiskey and water. That's how he helped lose the weight. And then to maintain it and to eat something, that's when he had the apple and the tuna fish and shit like that. The man lost, like I said, 60 pounds because of a potential typo. It actually sparked, I don't remember when it came out. It was probably a little bit after the movie, probably when like internet was blowing up a little more, social media and stuff like that. But it ended up making like the Machinist diet challenge, where people tried to do it for like 3 days. Bro, he said that he started like all his energy was only on his brain, because everything that he's eating is just enough to keep him alive. So all of the energy and the calories and everything isn't going to like every part of his body. It's mostly focused on his brain to keep him alive. And he was like, I was sleeping like 2 hours a day. He's like, all I would do is read, because I just felt like I could just keep going, because it's all just up here. That's the only thing that's functioning fully at 100%. And he was like, I just felt crazy even running. Felt weird when you watch him. Like, bro, are you ready for this? I know.
I felt like when he got hit by the car, I'm just like, there's no way. I mean, obviously it was CG, of course.
No, but for what?
When he got hit by the car.
Oh yeah. The car. Yeah.
No, nothing CG about that movie except for, I mean, the car, right? The car accident.
Yeah, there's like no CG. Okay. The CG is like in the storm at one point when they show like a bunch of clouds. Yeah, it's very, very minuscule CG. But yeah, like all of that was him. That was no CG. You could see the behind the scenes, and you're like, what the fuck, dude? It's fucking crazy. Did you have something you wanted to say? Or?
No, I was saying like, like I was just afraid he was just gonna break at any point. Yeah, I mean,
Martin. At one point, his glute muscles fell out of their sockets. Yeah. The muscles in his glutes fell out of where they were in place. Dude. Yeah. Now you look at that movie and you're like, Jesus Christ, bro. Are you fucking serious? That's different, man. And then he gained back like 80 plus pounds and was in the Batman Begins a year later.
That's crazy. Now, those scenes or the picture of Christian Bale with Ivan.
Yeah, that was him, I believe.
Before production?
Yes.
Okay.
I believe so. Yes, definitely.
That's crazy, man.
I don't know what role he was in before that. Bro, he shot it like he did. That's so crazy that he looks like that. And then he did Batman. Then he did The Prestige. And then he did another movie. And he did that movie where he looks like, I think he's like Al Gore or something like that. And he gains a bunch of weight. Like, dude, he did say, I would never do that again, though. The losing the weight like that. He's like, I'm going to die. Because bro, there's no way your body can go from like 230 to like fucking 120 pounds. To fucking 250 straight muscle. There's no way. You're going to fucking die. It's absolutely fucking insane.
Big respect, man. That was crazy.
Yeah. There was a lot of things in the movie, though, that were kind of funny. I thought there were some funny moments. I don't think they were intentionally funny. Right. But we can start from the beginning. Should we get into spoilers yet? Or
I think we're already in spoiler territory,
all right,
man.
We're going to get into spoilers. We're going to talk about a lot more, but damn.
I would go back and add a disclaimer for those people that haven't seen it yet.
I did in the beginning.
All right.
So, regardless, you should already know. Come on. We're talking about a movie from 2004.
Yeah.
There's no way. So, do we get right into the twist? Do we just get into it and then just go from there? What do you think? Or do you want to build up to it? It's up to you. Make the call right now.
I guess we'll go into it, yeah.
Okay. So, throughout this movie, you know what? Okay, I could give a nice breakdown of the movie. Spoiler now. So, for a year, basically, the dude hasn't been sleeping and he's at work and there's an accident that happens. He meets this dude named Ivan one day after work, and he's like, yeah, I work here, blah, 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 all types of shit, and awful accent, and he's working, this one dude, he's helping him out, and he's distracted looking at the new guy, and he accidentally hits a machine while his coworker has his hands over there. They get caught. One of his arms halfway gets cut off, and then he loses a bunch of fingers on the other. And the guy starts spiraling, and he thinks all these people are out to get him, and he thinks that his people at his job, they don't fuck with him, and they're all playing a game, because he says that he was distracted from the guy, Ivan, and everyone's like, no one here works by that name. So he starts spiraling, and he's like, what the fuck is going on? My fucking chair is making noise.
Yeah, I was like, what is this?
Yeah, no, and
like Payman's in here.
Yeah,
bro.
and he can't trust anybody. He sees this prostitute that he like hooks up with, and he kind of talks to. It looks like there's some sort of relationship there to a certain extent. He goes to a diner constantly at an airport, and he meets this woman who's constantly talking to him, and he's really trying to figure out what's the deal with Ivan. Why are all these people fucking with him? And who's leaving the notes? And he thinks they're all related to the same person. They think they're all the same person. And it turns out, right? I could just go into it. In the end, after a few things, man, actually, no. I want to build it up. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
So, actually, the woman that he meets at the diner, they talk all the time, apparently, and she invites him on a Mother's Day thing. And they go, and he takes the kid of this woman, because his mom died like a while ago, so he doesn't celebrate Mother's Day. He goes to the grave. This woman is like, come with us. They go to an amusement park. The woman leaves, and they go on this ride. And it shows a whole bunch of crazy stuff, like people dying, all types of things. And basically, the kid has a seizure on the thing, and she's like, oh, don't worry, it'll be all right. It'll pass. And he sees a lot of fucked up stuff. And keeps going. He thinks that the guy whose arm he cut off is out to get him, so he like confronts him, and he's trying to figure all this stuff out. He sees the dude Ivan. He chases after him. Then he starts doing certain things, like he goes to see the prostitute, and he's like, he sees a picture of Ivan there, and he's like, where did you get this photo? I was looking for this. This is the guy, because he's in a picture with one of his coworkers, so he thinks it'll prove that this guy exists, and they're just out to get him fired and shit. And she's like, you're fucking crazy. You're a fucking psycho. They get into a whole altercation. Then he goes to the airport diner, and he's like, yo, where's Maria, the waitress? And the woman there is like, yeah, who?
Yeah.
She's like, you never talk, bro. That woman I don't know who you're looking for, but she's not here. And this fool is spiraling. He's spiraling so much so that, like, when he chases the guy down, Ivan, he follows him, and he gets his license plate. He tries to go to the DMV so they could tell him who it is. They won't tell him because they can't give that info out. So he decides, I'm going to get hit by a car. Steps out, gets hit by a fucking car, goes to the police, just fucking nuts, to try to, get some info. But he ends up running from the cops because they're like, the license plate is your license plate. You said this car was totaled, like a while ago. You know it's illegal to falsify a hit and run. He's like, oh, I'm going to run now. As he starts running. They're like, get the machinist. he's like, I'm running. They don't call me the machinist for nothing because I am a machine. So he runs, he escapes, and he goes home, and he sees...
Hold on, not to cut you off, bro. Yeah. I'm surprised he outrun those guys.
I know, right? You would
That's
thought,
crazy.
like his ankle would have just snapped, and his body would have shattered into a million pieces.
At that point in time, his glutes, like, fell out of his
out
socket,
of his ass,
bro.
Yeah, that was the scene. And he sees the dude bringing that woman's kid into his apartment. The kid's name is Nicholas, and he's like, the dude's like, I already killed a boy. He's like, well, I'm gonna kill you, bitch. And he kills the dude, and he thinks that he's gonna find the kid's dead body. It's not there. Then he starts totally spiraling, and he finally comes to the conclusion. He pieces together the hangman, and I'm missing some shits out of order. I don't give a fuck. It says killer, and basically it turns out that a year ago, Christian Bale's character Trevor was driving his car, a Pontiac Firebird, a red one, and he wasn't paying attention. He was going for his cigarette lighter so he could light his cigarette, not looking up, and he fucking killed a kid with his car. He hit a kid, and it was the kid of the woman that he was meeting at the diner that he goes on that Mother's Day date with. It's the same two people. It's that kid and the woman. And he hit the kid with his car, and he killed him, and instead of staying, he fucking ran. So it was a hit and run. and his guilt has been eating him alive basically this entire time, and he basically repressed this awful memory of him killing this kid and leaving, and he started losing all this weight. He couldn't sleep. The depression and everything with the guilt was just eating him alive, and it finally caught up with him, and he has started hallucinating and imagining these people in real life, and none of them fucking exist. The dude Ivan was never real. It was a figment of his imagination. It was basically that part of him that he couldn't let go coming into real life in real form. The woman at the diner, like I said, I think those are the only people that aren't real in the movie.
Yeah.
And he ends up turning himself in, and at the end he says, like, I could finally sleep. And he turns himself in and he goes to jail. And that's basically the end of the movie. Fucking sick. Sick. Like I said, I thought it was a twist that it could have been. It's still dark. It's still fucked up. But it felt like more of a, there's something redeeming almost.
Yeah.
To an
Man
extent.
finally fell asleep. He was at peace.
Yeah, but he finally came to grips like he did something fucked up, and you have to own up to your mistake.
Yeah.
That's why I was saying now it would be like, in reality, it was the mother that was drugging him, and it was this and all that, and it was torture and blah, 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 fucking Black Mirror. It's like, no, dude, this is what happens to people. He was so guilt-ridden by this shit because this is what happens. When people do these things, you come across two decisions. You either run or you face it.
Yeah.
And he ran, and it's a beautiful way, honestly, a creative way of showing just what that does.
Yeah.
You have anything you want to say about the movie?
I think I like it a bit more now that you put it like that.
Right?
Yeah.
I did have a few. I just started writing a bunch of notes, so we can get into a few things. I thought the opening was really dope, and my initial thought was like, damn, what's more gruesome, the dead body or this motherfucker?
Yeah, literally.
Because he looks fucking insane. And I did think of, like, when he went to go carry the body, I was like, damn, this dude is so frail. It'd be so fucking funny if he just dropped it and he tried to throw it and he missed. That damn near did happen because in the beginning, he tries to throw a dead body. It turns out that's near the end of the movie, and it's Ivan's body. And when he unravels it, at the end, you see that there's no body in there because this dude's not real. I thought that was dope. And when I saw the flashlight, the handheld flashlight, I was like, it's a real Chekhov's flashlight. Do you know what that means? Like Chekhov's gun. You know what that is? So a Chekhov's gun is a storytelling device in like movies, shows, and books and stories. Basically, when someone focuses and says about like a specific thing, like, oh, Chekhov's gun, you know that gun is coming back later in the story. It's going to be significant.
Oh, okay.
So when I saw the flashlight, I was like, there's a real Chekhov's flashlight right there. A little industry joke. You know what I mean? And I was like, that's coming back. And it did.
Yeah.
It ended up being him. And then, okay, yeah. When he sees the prostitute, I was like, wow, how to turn a woman off in 5 seconds. That weird dance that he does.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Whoever wrote the Joker fucking ripped this movie off, dog. Because I'm not saying he did, but that was like the same thing happens in the Joker with the like shaping his body.
So fucking gross, bro.
Morbid, bro. So morbid.
Yeah, and what's crazy too, like, because I've seen promotions for this movie for years.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And say if I'm on Prime or something, that's the photo that I see.
Yeah.
So I thought it was something more like, wild and everything, but no, it was just like a joke.
Yeah.
The whole time. So I was like, all right.
Speaking of jokes, they have that trans joke in there that did not age well at all. Do you remember that?
Trans joke?
Yeah, they had like a transgender joke.
I was like, in the locker room.
Yeah, I was like, even at that time, that shit is not funny.
Yeah.
That shit was not a good joke. That man, terrible coworker, dog.
Yeah.
That shit was ass, bro. You're gonna be fucking a piece of shit. You're gonna be fucking disrespectful, but you're not even gonna be funny about it.
Yeah.
It's fucking dickhead, bro. Not like it makes it better, but like, damn, bro.
And Trevor literally just said, your mom.
Yeah.
Everybody's like,
oh, that's how you know it was a better joke, bro.
2004, am I right?
Yeah. Oh, I did have this note. Ready? I forgot. It was how to turn a woman off immediately. Do a weird bird rib cage dance. That'll really get her engine going. And then I wrote, she was a prostitute. Because after that's why she fucking okay, making sense. Making a sense. Why did I say this is dumb fucking I have one note. It says nickname Iron Man. Because he has no iron.
So dumb.
And I wrote, how is he even awake half the time, bro?
No, for real.
Like, I absolute, like, how the fuck is he awake?
Yeah.
Was there anything else that, like, stood out to you? Anything you wanted to say? Because I have a bunch of stuff.
Nothing that comes to mind right now. If you give me permission to cut you off.
Yeah, definitely.
Gang.
He must get so, as a skinny person, I wrote, he must get so angry about being called skinny. I wish this movie was about a guy who heard it too many times and just snaps and kills everybody. That's how I felt. I was like, we need to get some meat on your bones. That fucking eat for me, bro. Do the workouts for me then. I'll just lay here and you move my muscles and give me some fucking shit. God, that shit pissed me off. And everyone's like, if you were any thinner, you'd fucking disappear. It's like, I know. Shut the fuck up. I know he was pissed. Like, it's just like a short dude too. Hopefully you grow up. Man, fuck you. This is me right now. God, that shit fucking pissed me off. Okay, ready? We talked about this before. Before you finished the movie, you were like it's not bad.
Yeah.
And this is where I think sometimes seeing other movies can hinder a movie, because I felt when I immediately saw Ivan, I was like, yeah, this is the most I'm not real character I've ever seen.
Yeah.
But I think that's the point, though. I think it's intentional, because I feel like nowadays it'd be like, it's supposed to be a secret that you don't know that they're not real, and then you watch it the second time and you watch it with someone who has it, and you're like, do they know? Do they know he's not real? They don't know yet. But in this, it's like immediate. I was like, yeah, he's not real as fuck.
Yeah.
What's a nice little piece was they both, when they first sees Ivan, he's in the car next to him. They're in the parking lot at their job, and Christian Bale, they're talking, and then he sparks up a cigarette and he hits it. The very next cut right after that is Ivan smoking a cigarette, same way. Same cut, same hand type of shit. That's the illusion to, like, they're actually the same person. Really fucking dope. I did see some people were trying to say that, like, in reality he's in hell, and that Ivan is the devil messing with him, and that's why at the end you see the white room that he goes into is heaven.
Yeah.
But I think the best you could do is say maybe he was in purgatory, constantly redoing this, because technically then, like, if you put the movie on, every time you'd watch it, it'd be like he's in purgatory reliving the same thing until he accepts it. But I think it takes away from it. I saw on a couple videos, some people said the same thing, and I definitely agree that, like, him being alive makes it that much more impactful.
Right.
But you could see it as, like, a personification to him of, like, the devil or evil, the evil in him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Which would make sense. What else did I have? Oh, I could never work in a fucking factory.
No.
Watching that movie, absolutely not. The way these people are just out here with fucking rolled up sleeves, just get ready to get caught on anything. No.
Yeah.
No. I'm not doing that. Absolutely not. What else did I have here? Oh yeah, this man, the devil, Trojan in his wallet. Sick. Because when he goes through and you see the Trojan, I was like, yeah, you fucks, dog. With that weird... What'd you think about the finger thing?
That was weird. I mean, like you said, like, the most I'm not real character ever.
Yeah.
Like, dead giveaway. Definitely intentional.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
he had his fingers cut off in some workplace accident, and they took, like, parts of his toes and put it on his finger, which I think is also the illusion as to the accident that happens. Because that accident happens, and then he goes outside and he's... Well, no. Actually, that happens after. But it is... You don't actually see the thing with his fingers until after the accident happens.
Mm-hmm.
So I do like how, you know, that he takes things on after that initial meeting.
Mm-hmm.
What I did like was when he comes out of his job before he meets him, you see the dark clouds, the storm clouds, and he's walking towards it, which is like the coming of the storm of everything that's about to happen. Him walking towards, like, almost like walking towards the darkness to, like, eventually embrace, like, what happened and figure everything out. You know what I mean? Yeah, I had the note with the ER at the end. Come on, man. That's what I wrote. Okay, ready? So that woman, right, and her kid. What was your first thought when you saw the two of them? Anything at all? Because I was like, that is not her fucking kid, bro.
Yeah.
That is not her fucking kid. You know that scene of Cat Williams where he's like, whose baby is that? That is not my baby. That is a baby from the mountains of the Caucasus. That is not my child. She's like a Spanish, Italian, French actor. That kid was white as shit. I was
Yeah.
like, nah, there's no way hell they are related. I refused. I will not accept that for this entire movie. That shit was funny as fuck. Oh, okay. My favorite scenes of the movie, the amusement park.
Yeah.
What did you think about that?
Route 666, right?
Yeah. How does that hit? Go ahead.
No, I mean, definitely. I mean, I don't think that particular like sequence was real. I mean, if we're talking, damn, I need sleep.
Damn.
I need sleep.
Yeah.
I feel like Trevor right now. I feel like I'm talking to Ivan right now.
Yeah.
Oh, fucking no, I don't think that scene was quote unquote real.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like thinking about it now too. It's just kind of morbid. You know what I mean? He's like sitting in hell with that kid, and then just kind of like observing, like, you know, the animatronics and everything, like all the things that's been going on.
Yeah.
Everything, like from the accident and everything.
Yeah.
So like, you know, other things.
Yeah.
Other little symbols in there.
Pretty
neat though.
Yeah. What I liked was, obviously, he goes through and he sees a bunch of different things. I took some pictures of them just so I had them so that I could touch on them. Pause. So, where is it? Hold on. Just so I don't want to let this go on for too long because we got some shit to do. Okay. So, first he sees a woman in a diner. Obviously, that's the woman from the diner. You see that first. Then after that, he sees a Native American holding a hand that's chopped off.
Yeah.
Alluding to his coworker whose hand he's chopped off. Then he sees a grieving mother or a grieving woman.
Yeah.
Putting flowers on a casket.
Right.
And then you see a guy being hung. Hangman.
Mm-hmm.
It says guilty on it. Guilty for being a killer.
Yeah.
Hangman. Fucking sick. Then he passes the Shady Lady Motel, which is alluding to the prostitute that he was hooking up with.
Mm-hmm.
And in there, you see the devil getting topped off.
Yeah.
Heavy. Crazy. But then right after that, a cop jumps out, and then a little kid jumps out, and their car hits the kid. And then after that, you see a body with a white sheet over it, bloody, with car pieces all over the place. And after that, you see, after that, they have a, I think after that, there's someone, maybe after that, there's when the woman is crying or something like that. But then after that, which was a funny part, they come to this inner pass, and it's like you either go left and you go straight to hell, or you go right, and it's like Stairway to Heaven. And he's like, go right, go right, go right. And the kid's like, yeah, we're going left. And he just fucking ignores this dude in panic. And they go to the left, which is an allusion to when he escapes the cops, and he goes in the sewer, and he makes left. But it's also an allusion to the end of the movie.
Right.
When it's either go, which is so dope that going to hell, like escaping, is him going to the airport. But subconsciously, he could never, I felt like it was him never being able to let go of the awful thing he did. That's why he always went to the airport diner.
Right.
Because he wanted to take that step to leave. But some part of him couldn't leave, and he would still sit there at the diner. And if he went right and he made the right choice and did the right thing, he would have stayed. He would turn himself in, go downtown, shit like that. So fucking dope. And then the car that he hit the kid with, in the rearview mirror is a little ornament that says Route 66 on it, alluding to like where he came. Like, oh my god, bro, like that shit is so good. I think there was only like one more thing, basically. When he got hit by a car on purpose, he was doing the most. The movie's also really greasy and grimy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I really loved how
David Fincher, like,
yeah,
you know what I mean?
definitely like Seven style.
Yeah.
Super. What was really funny was this dude was straight up hit by a car, bleeding, walks into the police station, and they didn't give a fuck about him.
Yeah, literally.
No one's like, yo, are you okay? You're like, fucking crackhead or some shit. Like, fucking bugging. Oh, okay.
Uh-oh.
When he goes, you... He talks to the prostitute, and he's like, who is Ivan? I know you know who he is. She's like, that's you in the picture, baby. I didn't do nothing. Because he doesn't know. And he goes, you lying whore. I was in shambles, bro. Because this man, The answers that he's getting, this man just refused to compromise.
Yeah.
No. Destroy all the plates. You're a whore. I hate you. He just can't accept that he's wrong. Everything has to be a conspiracy.
Right.
I ordered cauliflower, not broccoli. No, it says on the thing you clicked cauliflower. This is from the federal government. They're trying to get me, dog. So fucking dumb.
Oh, man.
I was really glad that it was a fridge, that it was fish in the fridge and not a person.
Yeah.
Oh, and you did talk about this. I did like the fact that he constantly washes his hands with bleach to try to remove the blood off of his hands, to wash the stain off of his hands. Just the little things like that. Like, you know what I mean? So we could wrap this up. I've been talking for a minute. It's basically been about an hour. Okay, no, we have to get over the name. Trevor Resnick?
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, this is fucking Black Ops.
Yeah.
Call of Duty Black Ops. Resno! That's all I could think of the whole time. Because it's the same fucking person, damn near. Like, you know what I mean? Bro, every time they said Resnick, Resno. This motherfucker's just having PTSD, bro.
Except, like, freedom for you, Mason, not for me. It's freedom for me, Mason, not for you.
It's over for you, dog. I could not let that go, bro. Oh, and I really like how they said if you were any thinner, you would cease to exist. And yes, they're saying, like, if you were any thinner because the guilt eating you inside, you would be thinner. But I also thought it was like you're stretching yourself so thin that if you do it so much, you will snap and you will no longer exist. You will be dead. Either literally dead or like mentally health-wise. Like, you will no longer be who you are. I thought that was a nice little way of putting that. You know what I mean? So we can get into some really, 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 really quick trivia.
Yes, sir.
And we can wrap this up. Okay, so rating. We have too clean, means it's bad. We have, this is for today. We have too clean, that it's bad. We got, it was all right for around.
Should we explain the too clean thing real quick?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Let's save it.
That's a story.
We'll do it next week because I wasn't able to think of anything good to change the rating system, but the rating system will change. Too clean for bad.
Ass.
It was all right for middle of the line. Disgustingly sick for good. Like, that's the top. So you got 1, 2, or 3. Where would you put it?
I would put it right in the middle.
So it was all right?
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to say it was disgustingly sick. Or just disgusting. Well, we're going to figure that out. We're going to figure that. But too clean is definitely worse.
Yeah.
That's
definitely
the worst.
not a TV dinner movie.
No.
Definitely not a TV. It's like right in between disgustingly sick and it was all right.
In between there?
Good. Yeah.
Okay.
It was good.
Damn, that's the rating for it.
Yo,
it was good. Yo, we just thought that up, dog. And nobody's doing that for their rating system.
It was good.
Yeah. Damn, when you put it like that, it was pretty good. I wouldn't say it was good, but like it was good. But the best part at the end, we already know when he goes, Machinist. Let's do some really quick trivia. Like I said, the producers of the film claim that Christian Bale dropped from 173 pounds to 110 pounds. They also claim, they claim Bale wanted to actually drop down. He wanted to lose more weight. But they told him it would be a health risk and that he couldn't go below 120 out of fear of his health and that he could be in too much danger. Like I said, his diet consisted of one can of tuna, one can of tuna, and an apple a day. His 63-pound weight loss is said to be a record for any actor in a movie role. He regained the weight in time for his role in Batman Begins the next fucking year. Wow. Absolutely insane. Christian Bale found his weakened condition caused problems in the more demanding action scenes. He found running to be a particular problem as he simply had no leg muscles left. And when you see him run, you could tell. He's like... He literally looks like a stick, bro.
Yeah.
Brad Anderson had asked him not to lose such a vast amount of weight and was genuinely shocked when he saw him on the first day of shooting. Dude's absolutely insane. Yeah, he took up smoking to help him curb his appetite, which I can definitely attest to that when I was broke. I definitely used to smoke to try to stop from eating. Because it also helps speed up your like like your bodily functions and stuff like that. So you actually don't feel like you need to eat like that. He claimed that he actually enjoyed losing so much weight, oftentimes finding himself in a euphoric state due to the extreme conditions he subjected himself to. He's able to deal with very hot July and August temperatures in Barcelona much better than the rest of his crew.
Wow.
That's pretty fucking nuts. Okay, yeah. Here was a nice little thing. In one scene, you could see that Trevor's reading the Fyodor Dostoevsky book called The Idiot, which actually has characters in there that are also named Maria and Nicholas.
Oh, okay.
And that's where he gets the name of putting the names to the people of the faces because he's reading about
Look at that.
the book, which was just a really dope thing. And apparently a lot of Dostoevsky's like very big books like Crime and Punishment and shit like that are a very big impact on the movie, and you could see allusions to them. One of them literally is a sign that says Crime and Punishment that he actually sees, and then one is like a flash thing in the movie. It's a movie, if you watch it a second time, you like it better.
Yeah.
Personally. Staying awake for a year, as mentioned in the film, is physically impossible for a human being. The longest time someone is recorded to have stayed awake is 11 days and 25 minutes. This was set by 17-year-old San Diego student Randy Gardner in 1964 for an experiment.
Oh, that must have been awful, man.
Awful. Wow. Okay, this is crazy. When Trevor is driving Marie and Nicholas back home after the seizure, because the kid has a seizure in the middle of this fucking amusement park, right? If you look closely through the driver's side window when Trevor stops, you can see two people sitting in the background. According to Brad Anderson, the director, they were junkies who were actually shooting up heroin during the filming of the scene.
Wild.
So you can see people doing straight up heroin in there. That's fucking insane. Wow, and Scott Kosar wrote the screenplay on a spec straight out of film school. He then toted it around all the usual Hollywood studios for several years. The writing was well thought of, but not overwhelmingly dark. Mood was not, and financing could not be secured in America. So it definitely took him some time. Okay. Writer Scott Kosar loves Nine Inch Nails so much that the movie's protagonist, Trevor Resnick, is named for Nine Inch Nails frontman Trent Reznor.
Oh, okay. That makes a lot of sense.
The original script had a quote from their lyrics on the first page. He also wanted a Nine Inch Nails soundtrack for the film, but Brad vetoed this. Ironically, Reznor, along with writing partner Atticus Ross, later became an Oscar-winning composer for film soundtracks.
Yeah, he did The Killer.
Oh, okay.
Trent Reznor, and he did something else recently. Can't think of it, but no, he did The Killer.
Okay. And yeah, there was very few CGI effects in the film. The first cafe scene had a CGI inserted plane. And then the last thing was that Brad Anderson shot most of the film either on crutches or from a gurney. He had torn his Achilles tendon and his back gave out while on set.
Wild.
Yeah. Fucking nuts. I'm going to say really dope. Really good, well, for me, good ass movie. Disgustingly sick as fuck. I think that might be for me, that's a top 5 Christian Bale role. I think that's amazing. The only thing that compares to something like that is Dallas Buyers Club, Matthew McConaughey, and Jared Leto. Like, those are the only things in terms of body transformation that has ever had me like, that is disgusting. That should make me want to gain weight.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Any last thing you had to say or no?
I'm pretty
good?
Pretty good, yeah.
So we're going to wrap it here.
Bye. Taking my black ass to bed.
Done. Yeah, no, I got to get him home. So, again, I just want to say thank you for anyone listening. This was episode 3. Like and subscribe. Follow us on Instagram, Alloy NY on Instagram, alloy.ny. You have Alloy NY Productions on Instagram. You can follow me, John Like Stamos on Instagram, and JMilesNY on Twitter. You can follow Chasma at chasma.ny on Instagram and chasma.psd on Instagram as well. Make sure you give a fucking follow. He did the cover art for all the episodes so far, especially this one. Nice as fuck. I haven't seen it, but it's gonna be up. I already know it's gonna be nice when he shows it to me. Did the one for Nightcrawler. Give that shit a like. Next week we have a very special movie. Next week we are going to be talking about Uncut Gems. We see it next week in IMAX, part of A24's 3-movie re-release from Ex Machina Hereditary. Last one. So that's what we're going to be talking about. I've never seen it. He hasn't finished it.
I haven't finished it.
And then after that, we're taking a break from the thrillers. Maybe after that week, we're going to do Memento, and that will cap off the trilogy of thrillers that we've kind of been doing. But that's about it. Again, Alloy NY Productions. Follow us, like, subscribe, do what you want, all that shit. Thank you for listening, and we will see you guys next week.
Later.
Peace.